Sorry, I had to run over and reset the router and then run back. So sorry about that. Okay,
Yeah, no
we're
worries.
going again. I apologize.
No problem.
Okay, so where were we? Sorry, I
Question
think I got
6 is what I'm on.
okay. That's 6 is where I'm at too. Okay. So the point estimate that should be on the spreadsheet too, right?
Should be. Isn't that just p hat? I don't know.
That's what I would. Or is that the p value?
I'm not 100% sure, but
So it doesn't
I'm
ever
just,
ask for the p value.
yeah. Oh, I just found it right here. Well, not that, but so on the spreadsheet where there's the upper and lower bound, you know, the point or negative 0.123. You see what I'm talking about?
For the confidence interval?
Yeah, right above
Oh,
that, it says P1 minus P2. So I think that's where we get the interval for P1 minus P2.
okay. So we
Yeah.
just subtract the 2.
So I think, well, I don't think so, but because I think just the upper bound of P1 minus P2 are those two answers. So I think all the information is right here on the spreadsheet, as long as we have the confidence interval at 0.95.
Which mine's set there.
Yeah, so now we just need to find the point estimate, which I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. It might be the p-value. That might be just what it is.
I think it is. Hold on. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just looking in the book.
Yeah, no worries. I'm trying to figure out the margin of error while you're doing that, if that's okay. That's weird. I don't even know.
Well, the worst part doesn't even say, like, I'm just trying to put point estimate in the book and it's not bringing anything up. I mean, there's the big equation for the confidence interval, but I think it's just the p value.
Looking here too. See if I can find it. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something here. Can you give me hope?
Me too.
For some reason, just 1 second. Do you think I think I remember something about subtracting For the point estimate, you just subtract the lower bound, so P1 minus P2, so it'll be negative 0.123 minus, I don't know if that makes sense, but
minus the upper bound, which was 0.185.
yeah.
So I get negative 0.308. Let me try it again. Yeah, negative 0.308 is what I get.
Just trying to figure out what's P1 and what's P2. P1 will be the proportion of females in the population who contested, so it's pretty much 52 divided by 70, and 42 divided by 59 is P2. Does that make, I don't know if that makes any sense or if that rings a bell at all.
And I'm remembering the P1 minus the P2 myself.
So I'm just trying to figure out if that would be the x divided by n for both of them subtracted. So it'd be 52 minus 70. Oops, 52 divided by 70, excuse me.
I'm even looking through my notes when I watch the video, and I don't see anything about it.
Them subtracted by each other is 0.031, but I don't know. I mean, that could be way off. Way off.
Now that's not the test, right? Because the test is Z. Wait, hold on. See, I think we just need to plug the stuff in off the spreadsheet. So I think we just pick one and say, all right, the point estimates, p-value, and then the margin of error. I don't know.
How about we just skip that one?
Okay.
And I think the margin of error is just the highest confidence interval minus the lowest confidence interval divided by 2. Isn't that right?
Highest, yeah.
So I just calculated mine at 0.145.
So you just took the highest, which is what? Highest count 0.185, right?
Yeah. Minus, well, I guess it's plus technically, but minus 0.123.
Divided by 2, you said?
I think that's how it is.
And you got 0.154?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Man, that last one, I don't even know. Like, how do we even do it?
Yeah, I'll have to think about that one.
All right, next one. Input the upper bound, or lower bound, excuse me.
So negative 0.123.
Yeah. And the next one's the upper bound, which is 0.185.
So the p-value is 0.653.
Yeah. So we'd fail to reject, right?
Failed, right. You failed to reject which one, though? The alternate or the null?
I think it's HO.
I think so too. If not, we know it's the other one, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully that's right. Which of the following statements best describes the outcome of this study? I think it's insufficient, right? There's
Yep.
insufficient evidence to suggest true population of females who can taste is less than the true proportion.
Or
I
is it
think
that
it's,
one or is it the bottom one?
yeah, I think it's the last one is
I do
different
too.
from the true population.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh man, I don't feel confident about those answers a little bit, some of them, but
Yeah, me either.
that's how I feel sometimes in this class, I guess.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Should we go and figure that one out before we get a new data set in there? If you want to put the p-value, I'll put the random answer I came up with and see if that works.
Okay.
See which one's right. I'm just wondering, like, what is P1? Is P1 52 divided by 70? And P2 is 42 divided by 59?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's 52 divided by 70 is P1, and 59 or 42 divided by 59 is P2.
Okay, maybe I'll just come back to it later. I don't know why I'm having like a hard time with this question, but
Yeah, well, I am too. So
okay.
all right, for the next 9 questions, we will review the mortality rates and day of admission heart attack study with different data out of 118,519 who had a heart attack during a weekday. 16,713 died out of 42,447 that had a heart attack on weekend. 6,155 had died. Please use the data presented here. P1 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on a weekday. Sorry,
Okay.
just rereading that.
No worries. So it'll be
2 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on weekends.
so we're doing died this time, right? So it's 16,713 in the first one, right?
Right.
And the N is 118519. Big number. It's a lot of heart attacks.
Yeah.
And then it's 6155. 42,447. Okay. You know, Eric, I think the margin of error or the point estimate is going to be. I just have a feeling it's going to be 0.031 for some reason.
On that other one.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just think that's what it is for some reason.
Okay.
You don't have to put it if you want to test yours. That's cool. It's totally.
0.031, you say?
I think so.
All right. Okay, so if we do this.
Conditions for conducting the experiment are satisfied, right?
Yeah, because they're all above 10.
I really like how these new spreadsheets have that in there, built in there, so we know like what the answers are, and we don't have to go calculating all this stuff for it.
Digging for it, yeah. So now is this one? So this is a less than one, right? P1 is less than P2.
Is the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and died on a weekday, which is P1, less than the proportion of patients who died on the weekend? So yeah, it's less than.
Cool. Good. So which set of hypotheses for addressing the research question? So it's going to be,
So you got D, right?
yeah, I was just going to say that's the only answer.
Okay. Use the data in the table to find P1. So that would be P hat 1, excuse me.
Yeah, so 0.141, right?
That's what I got. P hat 2 is 0.145.
Yeah, so I got 2.
And we're cruising.
And the z-score on this one is negative 2.020. Is that what you got?
That's what I got. So it's a less than, so it'll be shaded to the left, right?
Yep.
The p-value is 0.022.
Yep.
So that means
0.022.
that we will
Because it was 0.05, right?
will
Yeah,
reject
significance
the
0.05. Yep. Yep, reject.
Man, we just cruised through right through those.
Yeah. And then if we reject it, that means there's sufficient evidence, right?
And so it'll be the less than one. So it'll be C, or the third one.
Yes. Yep, I agree.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and submit mine first because I don't want to mess you up on that one if you changed it. Okay, so I got a 95. We missed number 16 somehow.
16. The z-score one?
Yes.
Oh, because you know what we probably needed to do?
Plug it into the.
Yeah, normal probability applet. And what was that? Let's see.
Is that what it? I mean, doesn't that usually say find the probability though? If we plug it in.
Yeah,
Plug it in.
it usually does. But I mean, now that I look at this, the z-score would be what we get off the probability.
That's
So
weird.
yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, the answer was 0.031. So at least we
Cool.
know how to do that now.
Yeah. Which I'll have to have you walk me through that one again because I'm not sure I quite understood how to do that.
Yeah, I can do that if you want.
Let's get this other one done real quick. So let's see. The z-score.
And the margin of error question was right too.
Oh, the margin of error question was right.
Yeah. Trying to think if. Well, if you push it out to more decimal places, it's rounded up to negative 2.016.
Negative 2.016.
Yeah. Which is
I
what I
can
put
try
for the
that.
answer. That's what the answer is, but with, I don't know, is there a z-score formula that we're missing?
Let me look.
Man, that's so weird. What the heck?
I don't see anything on the. you want me to try it? Because I didn't turn mine in. You want me to try that negative 2.016?
Is that not what you put?
Well, I hadn't turned mine in. My computer froze, and then by the time I got back on, you'd said you'd already popped yours in. So I can try something
Oh.
different before you do.
Well, on 16, what do you have for the answer?
I had the negative 2.020. Do you want me to try the negative 2.016?
Well, see, that's what I tried is the negative 2.016, and
Oh,
it gave
did
me
you?
a wrong answer. But you have a negative 2.02.
Yeah, negative 2.020.
Is that what it says on yours?
Yeah.
That's weird. Why does mine say different? Well, yeah, if you want to try I mean, try that one. Negative
Okay.
2.020.
Yeah.
Is that what the Z-score says on there?
Yep. That's what it says on mine.
Wow, that's weird. Why is mine not saying that?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It says 100%.
That's correct?
Yeah. Well, it's
Huh.
probably got to be
Can
our
you-
numbers or something. So you have for your X1, you've got 16713, right?
16174 is what I put by accident.
Oh, yeah. So that little bit probably did it.
Well, that makes all the difference. So let me go ahead and just go back and redo that. Actually,
Yep.
I mean, if you want to not be, I mean, if you don't want to be on anymore, that's fine. I just need to redo it. So
No, I need you to walk me through that number 6 to make sure I understood how
okay.
I got that point estimate. If you're good, I mean,
So, yeah, that would be perfect. We'll do that real quick. So what I always like to do when we come on questions like that, that aren't in the spreadsheet, I always like to make my own thing on the spreadsheet.
right.
Let me just share my screen. My spreadsheet. Can you see my spreadsheet?
Yep.
Okay, so I made this margin of error thing to calculate the margin of error every time, whatever the data is. So it's just the biggest one minus the littlest one divided by 2. And so that'll come up every time. And then
And
the
that's
point
the confidence
estimate,
intervals, right?
yeah, the confidence intervals. And then the point estimate one is just, it's kind of hard to see, but the first one, so it's just kind of like the x divided by the n together in parentheses minus the x divided by the n of the second one, and that's the answer.
Okay, so it's parentheses x1
I'll put it back on
minus,
so you can see it.
or divided by, right? Divided
Yeah,
by
the formula is
n1.
if you want to see it.
Oh, hold on. Minus. So in this case, you're getting a margin of error of 0.008, right?
I
And
got
then the
0.004 because you have to divide it by 2.
Is it the point estimate or the?
Margin of error.
Oh, because you got to divide it by 2.
Yeah, try that and see if you get 0.004.
Yeah, 0.004. Okay.
And then the point estimate, you do the top. So P1, which is x1 divided by n1 minus the same thing. So x2 divided by n2.
So did you get a negative 0.0039 or negative 0.004? That sound right?
I got 4, negative
Okay.
0.004.
Yeah, mine rounds up to 4, so that's perfect.
So it should work every time. If you want to
Cool.
test out the other data, you can input the data from the previous question
From the
and see if
first
you
one.
get this 0.031 and see, because that was the correct answer
Cool.
if you want to practice. But if you don't, that's all good too.
I can do that. That's not a problem.
Yep. So I just need to go ahead and fix my quiz up here, and then I'll be good to go. But if you got to go to basketball or whatever, I'll be okay to finish by myself.
Okay. Well, I've got some crazy kids running around upstairs, so I might just have to go be a dad and smack them around a bit, you know.
Sounds good. Hopefully
So-
hopefully Brother Bennett has our stuff by Thursday. If not, we'll just have to work it out. But
Yeah, we can just communicate through email if we have to after that point.
okay, sounds good.
So, cool.
All right, we'll see you later.
Yep, sounds good. See you Thursday, Hayden.
Bye.
Bye.